Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Breath of the Wild Master Mode. In the last episode, we got up here to, I guess the Bridge of Eldin area, and this time, sorry if my voice is a little weird, I'm recording, like, not first thing in the morning, but very close to first thing in the morning for me. But this is kind of the only time I would have to record today, so I'm like, well, I may as well take that. So anyway, to get this stuff started, once you do this, by the way, you're pretty much locked into getting up to Vah Rudania. So if you're not ready to go up there yet, if you need more stuff, if you're not happy with your armor situation, which I should probably look at mine now that I think of that. Not the greatest, but you know what, we'll make it work. If you need to do anything, go prepare now, but I am just going to go for it. So basically all you're doing at this point is aiming for the Bridge of Eldin and going boop. And look at that metal Daruk face. That is one attractive bridge. Gotta love the Gorons. I'm sorry, they're they're just so cool. Except this guy. This guy's a little bit of a geek. But it's cool. He's in his awkward age. I called him a child before. He's not a child. He's just in his awkward age. He's like probably 14 or 15 or so. He doesn't have life figured out yet. Look at him. Look, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. That power I got from my ancestor, Daruk's protection, it really is something else, isn't it? Anyhow, I guess my time as a cannonball isn't over just yet, so let's get a move on and cross that bridge, brother. Gladly. I am so ready for this. Now, something I should mention is I kind of stopped at an awkward spot in the last episode. As I said, you're pretty much locked into going up to Vah Rudania from here, but I don't necessarily want to do the entirety of the dungeon in this episode, especially depending on how long it takes us to get up there. So I may choose to kind of cut the momentum a little bit and go do something else. Once we get up to Vah Rudania, I'm not going to cut it now. Like, I'm not going to stop, like, halfway going up the mountain or anything. Yeah. Get mad. Actually, no, don't get mad, because this part's a pain in the ass. Yeah. So these are new. These are Guardian Sentries. Effectively, what this becomes is a stealth section, as Yunobo's going to explain in a minute. They're freaky. That's like, it's Amazon Prime's delivery service, except at, like, the worst it could possibly be. Instead of your package, you get a nice beam to the face. I'm sure someone else has made that joke already. Oh, yikes. A sentry is always a nuisance, no matter where it is or how many of them there are. If one finds you, Rudania will go nuts, which will cause Death Mountain to erupt. I always get spotted, and then magma bombs come raining down one after another. If Boss were here, he'd swat those magma bombs away like they were nothing and force his way up. I don't think he'd be able to do that, Goro, and I don't want to cause you any trouble. Maybe the best idea is for you to give me a signal to let me know when I should stop and when I can move forward. Let's hurry and decide what the signal will be. Got any ideas? I've actually never tested this. I've never chosen any of the other options. I'm gonna say mind powers. Mind powers? Wow, you mean like real-life telepathy? I didn't know you Hylians could do that sort of thing these days. Are you transmitting yet? What? I'm not receiving anything over here. Let's hurry and decide what the signal will be. Oh, so he just gets pissed off. Alright, let's see what he says. A wink? Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to see that from far off in the distance. Try to think of something better. Alright, so what he wants you to say is a whistle, because that's, like, the only option you have. I've never seen anybody be able to wink in Breath of the Wild, although I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's some instances where it happens. Well, the Great Fairies, obviously, but why am I talking about this? When I hear your whistle, I'll either stop in my tracks or start moving forward. I like it, even though it's kind of like calling a horse. Okay then, I'm counting on you and your whistles to make sure I'm not spotted by those awful sentries. Fair enough. Let's go Metal Gear Solid up on this. It's 4 minutes into the video. I can say up on this bitch. I don't like having to cater to YouTube's awful censorship thing going on right now. I really hope they pull their heads out of their asses sooner rather than later. So, same thing as with the Guardian, what do you call those things? The Skyboy Guardians? Just stay out of the beam, and you're fine. If you're not standing on the ground where the beam is, you're fine. So make sure Yunobo stops under here, it'll just go right over you, and you're good to go. And that's basically the pattern for the next little while. There's some stuff that's different, there's some stuff you need to actually think for a minute, but Also, going up this way, you'll notice a bunch of ores. I like to take advantage of them. You don't have to. So this guy right here, you can't do anything from down here. You gotta tell Yunobo to stay put. I love this little position he goes into. He's like... He's like, please let me move. But if you go up here... First of all, there's more ores that I didn't see the first time, so let's just get those. And by the first time, I mean on my test file. I've done this part already on my test file, so I know what I'm doing, sort of. Now, I found that if you use the top rock, it doesn't hit. That one does. For some reason, I don't know, the way they're positioned, it looks like both of them are supposed to hit, but they most definitely don't. At least not in my experience. You might do it and hit it on the first try, and it's like, oh, well, okay, but... I kind of have shitty luck, so bear that in mind while I tell stories of my failure. They also drop little guardian parts if you need them. Here is a great place to get them. I mean, you're not really opposed by anything. There are some enemies that you actually have to fight a little further up, but they're moblins and stuff. They're easy. Yunobo, hurry your ass up. God, you think I have all day here. So when you get to these cannons, you'll notice Rudania is in range. So line yourself up and fire. Oh, I didn't put the... I didn't... Oh, it's early morning. I apologize. I didn't put the thing in the thing. Luckily, once it moves into position, it's where it needs to be. So once it's done turning, you don't need to worry about being off kilter or anything. It's where you need to be to hit the big old lizard man. So now he's going to keep going forward. Can you guess how many times you need to do this? It's a Zelda game, so I'm gonna... Your first guess doesn't even count, and I'll give you that grace period. Can you guess how many times you need to do this? Spoiler alert, it's 3. We did it! If we can keep this up, we should be able to corner Rudania. Yeah, well, unless I give you brain damage between here and there, because you honestly don't look like you're doing too well. I haven't even had caffeine yet today, and I'm sitting here recording. Why am I like this? Are you gonna come all the way back here? You better not come all the way back here. Okay, we're good. So what I do for this section is I tell Yunobo to wait, like, right here. I'll get these ores anyway. They're right in front of me. I might as well. Ooh. Diamond. Okay. Like Minecraft up in here. Diamonds? I just stole that from a General Sam video. I apologize. That's just copyright infringement. So up here, grab one of these big old boxes, and it's the most archaic way of fighting things, but you just smack them in the face with large objects. It's actually very satisfying when you see it work. That little wait. This, I guess it's the sound more than anything you see, that like sound that it makes. It's very chunky. It makes it sound weighty. It's nice. I like it. So that's those two. This guy over here, actually, we can bring Yunobo forward before we deal. Hold on. Wait, I forgot to do something. What I like to do for this guy over here, and I'm probably very weird for doing it this way, I like to make sure I drop a box over here-ish, but you want to make sure you put it down and that it won't move. I mean, it's definitely moving, but basically your main concern is it doesn't fall off and into the lava. Oh, Yunobo! You're not that far away from me, dude. The music is loud. Death Mountain is not loud. Come on. Look at how he runs. He's hilarious. I love him. He's so awkward. He's... Oh my god, he's great. The first time I played this game, I actually hated Yunobo just because I'm like, this guy is irritating. He's not funny. He's just kind of there. Like, you could tell they were just going for the awkward kid who's like who doesn't have their own self-worth yet. That's the character trope they're kind of going for with him. And I'm like, yeah, we've seen that before, it's fine, but Gorons can do the awkward thing really well just because of their body language and how chunky they are. I don't know, I find that it helps. But anyway, again, up here, you just smack him right in the stupid guardian face, and then you're good. Can I hit Yunobo with a box like that? Not that I want to, but like, could I if I did want to? the questions. These are the important things I ask myself while I'm doing other shit. Ooh, look at all of those. Okay, so up here, not up here. Now, if you go that way, you're just gonna fall off into the lava. Don't do that. Don't be me. Don't be stupid. Ooh, fireproof lizard. That we definitely don't need anymore. I believe up here you're gonna have to fight some... Yeah, you're gonna have to fight some enemies. Yunobo's gonna bitch a little bit. That's fine. Let him. Oh, actually, it's only one guy here. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's right. Miss me, you son of a bitch. Oh, God. He didn't miss me that time. Oh! Okay. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. And I keep forgetting in Master Mode these guys regain health. I need to stop using such weak weapons and just take them out. Let's go with... I want to keep my Guardian weapons, but you know what? We've got 3 of them. We should be okay. Can you stop bitching, please? Listen, buddy, you gotta toughen up. You can't be doing the whole pussyfoot situation the whole way up this mountain. There's shit to do. I don't care if you're scared. Put that aside. We're busy. We don't have time for your whatever emotion that is. Fear? Nervousness? Embarrassment? What are you trying to convey? Also, can you shut up? I'm trying to have an emotional conversation here. Fucking inconsiderate, ancient robots. Sorry, had to take a drink of my beverage. We did it! Direct hit! And thanks to Daruk's protection, that didn't hurt me one bit. My ancestor came through for me. Is that... Okay, so when he drops, when he first comes down out of the cannonball and he's like all dizzy and shit, is that because he's gotten hit in the head? Or is that just because he's dizzy from spinning? I haven't been able to figure that out. I've always just assumed it's because he got smacked in the face and he's a little loopy because of it, but it might not be. So over here, it might not be obvious off the bat what you're supposed to do. But if you bear in mind that these things can be damaged and killed by bombs, it becomes really obvious. Chuck a bomb in, the bomb goes up the wind tunnel, and you kill it. Easy. You can even get the other one the same way if you line it up properly. There you go. And Guardian parts just rain down out of nowhere. That's fine. I want to get these, but I know I'm going to regret it because as soon as I smack them, they're going to fly around everywhere. I want. Ooh, another diamond. Wow. I didn't want to talk to you. I was trying to collect things. Sorry about that, dude. Anyway. So coming up here, I think it's going to be a little bit of a combination of everything you've done so far. So you know you can smack them in the face with blocks. You know you can push rocks on top of them to damage them. Up here, I think it combines pretty much everything you've done. Although, maybe not. Maybe you can just... No, you can just go up there and smack them around a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Am I going to get seen here? I think I was safe, but I don't want to... I don't want to do this all and then have to restart it, you know? Bit of a pain. I'm sorry, I'm very out of it. I've never recorded in the morning before, and now I know why. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe when I watch this back in editing, I'll be like, oh, okay, no, it's not terrible. But to me right now, this just seems... To me, I seem out of it. But I don't know. And where's the last guy? Last guy's over here. Can I smack him from here? Can I do it? I can probably do it. There we go. Look at that. We are on a roll. This ain't taking that long. I thought that, well, actually, I thought this would take a little bit shorter of a time. So I actually thought I'd have to be concerned about doing the Divine Beast in the same episode, but I think once we get to the top, once we get, like, board the Divine Beast, I'm not going to do anything and we'll just cut it there. Because we're not at a ridiculously long episode yet, but by the time we get in there, we'll have about an episode's worth of content. Okay, so up here, you got 2 of these boys. They can't do anything to Yunobo, so don't worry about it when Yunobo starts screaming and stuff. He's just being a pansy. It's fine. That's it for you. And, ooh, it caught the explosion in slow motion. That's really cool. Maybe I'm just easily entertained, but... Wow. It's really amazing what happens when you use decent weapons instead of running around with a whatever this is. Oh, I threw it. God damn it, I can't even prove my point. I think the thing I was using before, that Cobble Crusher, I think that was a 15 or so damage weapon, if I'm remembering right. When you go in with a 40, you just melt through everything. Boom! There we go. Right in the spine. I don't know, I can't imagine getting hit by a Cannonball Goron in the spine. I feel like that would be, I mean, Daruk smacked Link in the spine, and he's alright, but he had a whole healing thing for 100 years. Probably wasn't even Ganon Guardian-related death that killed him. It was probably just that smack in the spine, and he was done. Now this is, to me, this is just really cool. Gets up to the top of the mountain, he's like, yeah, I can lay down here. Sploosh. Oh god, I should put the sploosh sound effect from Wind Waker over that.
That was so cool! You really put a licking on that thing, Link. It's time to finish the job. This is our big chance.
So I'm just gonna jump in. Yunobo's like, are you insane?
Hey, little guy. Long time no see. I always knew you'd come back. You know, I never stopped believing in you. You're here to take control of old Rudania back from Ganon, eh? You're gonna need a map that shows the guts of this place. You can grab the info from the guidance stone over there. Now get a move on.
God, it's not like this has been an issue for 100 years or anything. Get a move on. So we're at an awkward time right now. We're at 17 minutes. I'm usually aiming for about 20 minutes for a video. I mean, we haven't gone into the Divine Beast yet, so we're technically not cutting it after going inside. So I'm gonna grab this treasure chest for oh, come on, really? I was hoping for something, like, decent to be in there, that way I could say, oh, well, you know, we're still making progress, but we're not going into the Divine Beast. You know what, I'm gonna cut this here, just so that we can have the Divine Beast be one cohesive episode like we usually do. Look at Link staring at this thing. I think I brought that up last time, too. Oh, but there is stuff to do outside the Divine Beast here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I'm gonna shut up before I start spoiling stuff and save this for the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for a little bit shorter of an episode this time, but next time it'll probably be longer because it's a dungeon and I don't know what I'm doing 90% of the time. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.